just another movie night.
Is everyone enjoying some delicious flesh?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. We are Just Another Movie Night, and I am Scott.
And I'm Joe.
Yes, you are. And
I am Joe.
You are. And this is before and after reviews, where we go see a brand new movie in the theater and give our thoughts before and after. What an explanation.
Yeah, thank you for the explanation. We're seeing Five Nights at Freddy's tonight.
Five Nights at Freddys, a new video game movie in the long line of people saying, I don't like video game movies.
Well, here's the thing. I've never played Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, I guess we should just open with that, right? Let's be honest here. I know a lot about the games, but I have never played one.
I know a little bit about the games, but yeah, I'm not as invested as a lot of people. So this is going to be a new experience for me. I'm just going in blind.
Yeah, which is probably better,
Yeah.
because we'll probably enjoy it a little bit more.
It might make for a better viewing experience.
Yeah, I think so. And you know what I love more than anything else? This is October. We're close to Halloween. We love horror movies.
Yeah.
And what sounds cooler to me than an animatronic killing creature?
No, it's like when we were kids, and you used to go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Exactly.
Or
How many
like-
people even know about these experiences?
Oh my God. Or how about, I'll show you my age, the Country Bear Jamboree.
The country, I think they're still around, right?
No.
They're gone?
I think that park is closed, I think.
Isn't that a part of Disney?
No, it was a different park, I think. Like,
No.
wasn't it River Country or something like that?
Is that right?
I
Well, what's the
think-
one I'm thinking of?
I don't
There's
know.
like a Disney part of the park that has those singing bears.
Maybe they're still there. I don't know.
Remember they made
Listeners,
that
if
live
you can
action
hear this,
movie?
like, write to us and let us know where the Country Bear Jamboree was, because I forget, but I remember those little fuckers, and they were creepy. And Chuck E. Cheese and stuff, they were creepy too, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Is it anything like the River Bottom Nightmare Band?
Oh, I wish they had a theme park for just Emmett Otter.
I wish they would come
Jugman
back.
Christmas. But yeah, so also the one we just watched with Nicolas Cage, that was animatronic killers or whatever.
yeah, that's a good one to bring up actually.
Willy's Wonderland. Yeah. So we
Excuse
saw
me.
that, and I was like, oh, this is some creepy shit.
Yeah, I mean that movie came out pretty much stole the thunder from the video game. It's I think everybody wanted the video game to be, like in live action. So Nicolas Cage, they made this really wonky movie where Nicolas Cage is being Nicolas Cage while he's fighting off animatronic baddies.
Yeah.
And it's virtually the game. It's virtually the idea.
Yeah.
But then again, I guess this idea has been around for a very long time. Because even as far back as I can remember, when we played pinball machines and there was that Funhouse pinball game, and it was like the killer dummy. Like when you go, you just kind of, how many times that's been done. But these people who made Five Nights at Freddy's kind of really capitalized on it at the right moment and hit a core younger group that made it huge.
Yeah.
It's a crazy franchise that built off something that I feel like has already been explored, but probably not well enough.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much like merchandise out there, and there's
it's
a lot
huge.
of like, there's just so much marketing for Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
But like, I just never got into like even trying to play it.
Which is weird. We love horror stuff. We like
Yeah.
that spooky stuff. Why we'd never explored those games is beyond me.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
one that escaped us. And you know what's crazy? Because I'm always over here going, all the horror video games I've ever played, I cannot believe still aren't movies.
Yeah.
And it's like, this one, the one I missed, is the one that gets it. You know what I mean? Like Dead Space and Resident Evil still struggling to be made, properly. I think, well, that's debatable. A lot of people aren't going to be on the fence, and we did an episode. We discussed this for a very long time.
I like Resident Evil movies. They're like guilty pleasures. They're crap, but
Yeah, I can't get on board. The first one, maybe. But, yeah, I mean, of all the video game movies ever, we still have never got a live-action Castlevania.
No, and
We got a great Netflix show, but not a movie.
Yeah, the Netflix show is great, but like, yeah, not Mass Effect or even Gears of War.
Well, you're just naming video games now. I was just going for the horror aspect. But
Oh yeah, horror, but like the ones I want to see, like I've been waiting for Gears of War. I want Dave Bautista to play Marcus.
I mean, I
I'm like-
cannot believe that has not happened. If he
Yeah.
he's asking to play the character. If they don't do that, they're really
I mean,
idiotic.
he would be perfection in that role.
You gotta get like Terry
I'm sorry.
Crews,
Yes,
him.
to play Coltrane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it just needs to happen. It's almost like they were born to play those characters.
I know, for real. They have
it's
that
wild.
personality and everything. It's
Yeah.
like, it's so.
But yeah, I mean, I guess the odds are not with this movie tonight because
Wait, are you saying the odds are not in the favor of Josh Hutcherson?
poor Josh Hutcherson.
I mean, you just
mean-
set yourself up for that one. The
Did
odds
I?
are never in his favor.
Is that true? Poor PETA. Is that his
Not
name?
poor PETA. PETA sucks.
But he can paint himself perfectly. Look at rocks.
You know what? That was the best part of the movie when he actually could paint
He's just
himself.
like, I'm wounded,
that.
but somehow I had enough makeup to make myself look like an entire rock monster.
Yeah. His whole
Oh
trunk
my
full of
God.
makeup, and yeah, that was just okay.
You know what, though? He also
Where is
had-
he hiding that trunk full of makeup?
I know, they all had like a weapon and he got makeup.
No, he like never had a trunk full of makeup.
No, they
Like,
all
where
got
did he get it?
something. Remember they were sending them things?
Yeah, but what was his? I don't know.
Makeup. That's what he was good at. He was like
I
good
mean,
with
Really? He camouflaged himself as a log. I can't do this. All right.
was it a
let's-
log or rocks?
No,
I can't remember.
don't know. I
was
think
it
it
a
was
log?
a log.
Jesus, I saw those movies once.
Who knows? That was the stupidest thing in the whole entire franchise.
We should love him because he actually did The Room in The Disaster Artist. He played that one character in The Disaster
Oh
Artist,
God, yeah.
which is great.
Who was he in that? I
He
forget.
played the kid that's
Oh my
obsessed
God,
with,
that's right. Oh my God, the one that says, "I like watching you guys."
Yeah. When he got picked, I laughed so hard.
Oh God.
He also had a television show on Hulu. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but
No.
it was about a video game player who they came back in time and said he's the only one to ever beat the video game, and anybody who did it was supposed to be the savior of the world in the future.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
I think it's called Future War or something like that.
I mean, he's all right.
It's actually really funny.
I'm just being an ass. Like, I don't have anything against the guy.
I don't either.
But I do. I'm very excited to see my Matthew Lillard is in this. I'm excited because I love him. He's so sweet.
I just
So
want to
sweet.
see animatronic monsters. Like,
Yeah, same. Like, just, fucking people up.
I guarantee it's not rated R.
Let's take a look here.
Probably not going to
It's-
get any brutal stuff.
No, it's PG-13.
Yeah.
You know who else is in this? My girl, Mary Stuart Masterson. She's my 80s queen.
Hmm.
She's in Some Kind of Wonderful, which is one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
Yeah, just saying.
Yeah.
That's like a couple of bonuses for me personally.
For me personally.
So, yeah.
The movie, the odds are probably not in the favor of this film because going back to that was a good callback, right? Me just
See
trying
what
to
I did?
work into it.
Did you see what I did to you?
You
See-
threw me off course for a little while,
This
and
is
I'm
what
trying
I
to get
do.
myself back.
This is what I do. I throw people.
Jesus. Well,
Oh, it's good times.
the odds, the
Mm-hmm.
favor. but really, it sucks because I think this automatically video game movies are going to get a bad rap for some strange reason. Even the Mario Brothers movie, which wasn't bad, got shit all over it.
No,
so
that was fun, and also
was a fun
Uncharted
film.
is a
People hate it.
video game movie.
yeah, we didn't mind it.
I liked it. I had
Yeah,
a good
I
time.
actually had a good time.
Yeah, not a good
But
time. And I'm not gonna say that. No, this. I mean, we've had some really bad video game movies like Blood Rain and all that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
But
It's gotten a little better.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's progressed over the decades.
Yeah.
I mean,
We didn't see that one you didn't want to see, Gran Turismo or whatever.
okay. Well, I have a friend that saw it, and he said it was okay.
I heard it was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I don't really care.
I know, but I was
don't-
just trying to
first
point
of
it out
all,
that
I
it
don't
happened
even like
recently.
race car games at all, so
I know.
it doesn't interest me one iota.
Yeah.
But the fact that this is a real situation that happened to a person is so far fetched. I'm just like, I don't know if I could believe this crap. Anyways, it doesn't matter what I believe. I'm just.
Why are we talking about that?
I don't know, because we start talking about video game movies.
I'm
Let's
trying
move
to bring-
along. Let's push along here. And what are your expectations?
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, but just you're supposed to be
Hey.
running this show, and you know what?
I was trying.
You know what? You just have to just tell me to shut up.
I got a woman who throws roadblocks. She's like, diversion. What's your GPS always say? A fork in the road.
A fork in the road.
Take a left at the fork in the road. We're like, wait a minute, isn't a fork 3-pronged? A 4-pronged? There's like, nope, there's 2. Whoa.
Look, kids, Big Ben, Parliament.
Exactly. So, anyways, yeah,
right.
I don't have. I have mediocre ones. Like, I think I'm gonna have fun, but I don't think I'm gonna love it.
No, I have zero expectations, to be honest with you. I just want to see the animatronics be creepy, because
Yeah.
they're just going to be creepy. That's it. I like the creepy stuff, but otherwise, I mean, I'm sure the acting is going to be all right. And like I said, I'm excited to see Matthew Lillard because I just love him. But
He's
otherwise,
gonna be like a cameo.
well, whatever. I'm going to see him. I don't care.
You know, I guess
Maybe not. Maybe he won't be a cameo.
I'm sure he's only gonna be in it for like 10 minutes.
Don't disappoint me.
I'm sorry.
Eh.
All right. So I was gonna say that all I'm looking for, like, let's face facts. We watch shit.
Yes.
We enjoy shit.
Yep.
If anybody ever listens to our other show, Talking Trash, on Tuesdays, on Tuesdays, then they would know that we purposely watch bad movies and have fun with them.
Yeah.
So to me, when we go see a movie theater movie, a brand new release, nothing can compare to the trash that we've seen from the 70s and 80s.
Oh my God, I know.
And the 60s. So I think that regardless, walking out, I'll probably either be like, mediocre, or, you know what, that was fun.
Yeah, I think that's going to roll in out of 5 for me.
Yeah, maybe a 6.
Nah, you're pushing it. I'm going to say mediocre.
You sure you even want to go?
I want some popcorn.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I forgot. That's the reason we go to these things.
I mean, duh.
Duh. Let's go.
I have a job for you. It's a security gig. You want the job or not?
I will take anything.
All you have to do is keep your eyes on the monitor.
Back in the 80s.
We're going to have so much fun together.
Some kids went missing. The police searched Freddy's. They never found the kids. That's why the place shut down.
There are ghost children possessing giant robots. Thanks for the heads up.
Technically, they're animatronics.
What do they want?
They want to make her like them.
Hello?
Tell me how to stop them.
You don't.
Too late.
He's coming.
Welcome to Freddy's.
Hello, we're back. We saw a movie. We saw Five Nights at Freddy's, and I'm exhausted.
Same. I'm done.
Yeah, this movie put me almost to sleep.
Yeah, it was very boring.
Yeah, this was a shockingly boring film.
I really don't even know what to say about it, except that it was just trash.
Yeah, it wasn't good. This movie had a lot of issues. We had a full theater. Lots of kids obviously excited to see this movie because they play the games. Completely understand that. But nothing was scary. In fact, some of the kids were like acting like things were scary. But it was like cheap things like walking by cameras or shots of things, which I know are straight from the games and kind of stuff. But none of this plot really worked. You expect to go see a movie about killer and, animatronic creatures in a thing, and a security guard has to go in there and everything like that, and watch it every night goes crazier and crazier. We didn't get that.
Not at all.
We actually got it in another movie completely. At one point, it actually becomes like a kid's film.
Yeah, that's what I felt too.
It felt like a really oddly placed kids film in the middle of this movie. And then it kind of goes back to it, But literally, the movie's called Five Nights at Freddy's, and Freddy is not even a thing.
No, he's not.
He's kind of. I was expecting them to talk. I was expecting them to make creepy noises. I was expecting a lot of things that I didn't get at all.
I mean, do they talk in the game? Because I don't know anything about the game. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I thought they had voices. I think they talk.
I mean, I think it would have been cooler if they talked. I mean, without giving away any spoilers, but they don't talk in this at all. And
They don't
there's
have
like,
anything because I know there's the one that looks like a chicken,
yeah,
Chica. She actually has like a southern voice
Oh,
in the game, and that's like creepy.
yeah, it is.
And especially like it's like they're okay. Let's just talk about the highlight. The highlight is they look awesome.
Oh no, they look really good.
They look awesome.
Yeah, they look good.
They're I don't know if this was full CG or if some of these were actual puppeted, like people in suits.
I feel like a lot of the time they were people in suits.
Because in particular, the wolf one, I'm blanking on the name.
I don't know. I don't.
She said it a lot at the end there.
It was a fox, wasn't he? Wasn't he
Yeah,
a fox?
Foxy.
I think it's just Foxy.
Yeah, let's just say Foxy. Let's just say that that one can't be a person in a suit.
No, because you can clearly see like almost through him.
It's very skinny. It's like a very skinny exoskeleton. But everybody else kind of looks real. But their eye movements, when they get angry and they show their eyes moving, it's very creepy.
Yeah, I like it.
It's very sad that they didn't use that or utilize that more.
Yeah, they didn't. Like you would think that there would be something to accommodate the evilness in their faces, like when they change. Because at one point they could look, super cute and sweet, but then they change automatically into, enraged robots or whatever, and they don't go anywhere with it. Like this is PG-13 and it could easily have been rated R because, I think if they added in some gore, it would have made this a better movie.
Oh, if it had actual 5 nights of insanity. Every night getting more crazy, making it like a really well-established horror movie, it would have been something.
Yes, but that's when you pick somebody that you know can handle acting abilities like that. I feel like Josh Hutcherson was just asleep at the wheel. He was just done.
Literally, because his character is all about sleeping, and this movie is very, very heavily like into his character's sleep and why he's sleeping and what's going on with him, and less involved in what actually is the story.
Right. And also, can we talk about the setting? So I loved everything about how Freddy's looked inside, and it gave that 80s feel. But I also felt like everything outside of Freddy's also looked 80s. Like if you just look at anything...
Yeah, people acting like they were out of time.
The telephones, okay, that's number one. Also, the way the child was dressed, her name is Abby in this, she was wearing Reeboks from 1987. It was like...
Maybe this was taking place in that.
No, because Freddy's has been closed down after the incident in the 80s. So it was an old 80s place, and now it's just full of 80s nostalgia because it's closed down and derelict and, it's busted up. So nobody goes there anymore because of the incident. But, yeah, I mean, it's not the 80s any longer. But outside of, in the outside world, it's just everything seems 80s to me.
It does. I actually thought it was. I'm honest. I thought it was taking place during the 80s. I didn't even notice.
Right. Well, then they show like one flip phone, and I was like, okay.
Still.
Well, yeah.
Still.
It just gave that 80s feel. Like we're supposed to believe that Freddy's was a nostalgia place where it was open back then in the 80s, and now it's just a busted up, time capsule. But still, the whole movie felt like it was done in the 80s. I don't understand.
Yeah.
So,
No, there's no payoff. There is no... Things happen, and you think they're going to connect to other things, and they don't. They just go, we're done with that. We're going to move on.
Yeah.
Nothing really... This is a movie that's lacking setup and payoff in the most absurd ways. Things get talked about. Things get all this time spent on it.
It doesn't
and then
go
it
anywhere.
doesn't go anywhere. And you really feel unsatisfied at the end. In fact, you kind of just go, oh, there's this background story, but nobody really cares about it.
Well,
Like it's I could not believe how much it was making me want to pass out.
I know, I think that the backstory and, everything surrounding Josh Hutcherson's character was kind of just like, it was a snooze fest, like everything about him as like an actor and as a character was just a snooze fest. But I'll tell you that the trivia says, this is off topic from Josh Hutcherson, but usually they would use CGI, it says in IMDb, but this is Jim Henson. This is Jim Henson's Creature Shop.
Wow, it's awesome.
Yeah, they did the animatronics.
They look great. So I wonder if, I guess they're CGing people out. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I would think so. But
that's the highlight. I mean, if that's what you want to do, but it's just so sad how unused it is. Yeah, I know there's a lot of like songs and things people like. I know that the people who like the games like, and they kept using 80 songs. I don't know if those are in the game or if they made up songs for the place. Like, when I went to Chuck E. Cheese, they had their own songs.
Yeah, they did.
And so that would have been fun to have more like that. More spookier stuff. And also a sense of humor. This movie, like, really is void of all of that.
There was nothing like that at all. Like, even, like...
The kill, everything
the
that happens
kills
in the
were,
movie is like,
You don't see anything, you know, and then there's
it's
like...
It's not even done in a creative way.
It's not creative at all. There's just no reason for any of this. And then, like, I'm reading trivia about, Willy's Wonderland and how, the producers and creators of Five Nights at Freddy's was saying how that movie kind of went for the same premise that, Five Nights at Freddy's. But I'm sorry, I hate to say this, but I think Willy's Wonderland was much more entertaining than this.
If he was in this movie, if they had taken his character and put him in the Five Nights at Freddy's characters, I think they would have stood out more.
You mean Nicolas Cage?
Yeah, if the two movies were merged.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember those Willy Wonderland characters that he's fighting being memorable.
No, but you know what? It's all Nicolas Cage and Nicolas, his whole cage rage and his crazy acting and his amazing presence on screen. I feel like that would have at least kept me awake watching these characters of Five Nights at Freddy's with Nicolas Cage in it. I think that would have been so much better because I don't know why they picked this guy. He's not a good actor.
I'm not going to blame him. You can't really blame him.
No, but he's dull. He's really dull. And then Matthew Lillard had some, a minute in this movie. And I was even just like, okay, well, this isn't doing it for me either. And it should have been doing it for me. And it just wasn't. Nothing in this. I mean, the little girl in it was cute, but she didn't do anything or leave a mark on anything. It was just, okay, she was there.
Throughout a lot of the movie, I kept questioning everything I had seen. Who is she to him? Oh, she's a sister?
Yeah.
Everything that happened, I was like, wait, what? How old? When did this happen? What happened to those people? When did this?
Yes.
I kept doing that the whole movie, and I was like,
and they give
should I do this much?
Right. Well, no, you shouldn't.
No,
because it's not even that thoughtful of a thing.
Exactly.
But like, yeah, I was wondering that too. I was like, okay, what is the timeline here? But whatever. It doesn't even matter because this movie did not gel properly. I didn't feel any connection really with any of these people and these characters, even though they're supposed to be brother and sister. I still just didn't really feel it. Like throughout the whole movie, they're just like emotionally removed from each other. And then, at the end, they kind of like come together. It's just, the whole movie seems like just one big cliche. And if you're going to do something that's a video game like this, that's popular franchise like series, you should maybe just kind of add in some of the elements that make it popular. Like, yeah, sure, everyone likes the, oh, in the background I can see it. Oh, it's there. It's lurking. But like maybe a jump scare here and there taken out and replaced with some gore would have been much more fun.
Or just established creepy kills with long, lingering shots, reasons to make us creeped out.
Yes.
It's just... the jump scares that are done here are those jump scares you don't want to see, with the music cue pumping in for the jump, and like It's lurking close, and then the lights go off, and it's right in front of you.
Yeah,
and that's it. And that's the whole movie.
It's so lame, and like twice, not once, but 2 times, they do a jump scare with the very same, like, little puppet thing. Like, okay, we just saw that. Like, that just happened. Like,
and also the Foxy one too.
yeah, it's like,
It does
okay,
it
you
twice.
keep recycling these jump scares, and it's not
Yeah,
good.
it's a
just
shame.
not.
It's much creepier when the eyes of the characters turn and look, or the head tilts.
Yeah.
That stuff is great. But when it came down to actually doing stuff, the movie didn't. And you know what it really needed? This is one of those rare times I'm going to say you needed comic relief characters.
Oh my god, yeah.
Because everything is so taken seriously, and everybody's so mopey in the movie, and everybody's so depressing.
Yeah,
that
really
it kind of
is.
takes you out of every sequence. Mm-hmm. We just recently saw the Haunted Mansion movie, and that movie actually kind of worked because you not only had a serious plot, but you surrounded it with a lot of funny characters.
Yeah.
And for that, it made it like the heart.
Yeah. I
You kind of
agree.
need a little bit of something extra or a character to talk for the audience. Instead, this movie surrounds it. And by the way, the plot of this movie is convenience central. Like everything is, oh, what a convenience. Mm-hmm. Oh, this has a tie to this character. Oh, there are no other people in this world.
Right.
Everybody just so happens to be the same, and some person that had this connection to that person.
Right.
Great.
Yeah, it's
wow.
like there's only 4 people in the entire universe. It's just so... I just feel like it makes me upset, like, when you have a game that's kind of, like, horror-related a little bit, and then you have a kill behind a closed door. Like, fuck you! Fuck you! Like, just give us something. Like, you can't lure someone into the darkness and then, you think you're gonna get, like, some kind of, like, awesome... weird kill from an animatronic thing, and they shut the door and the screams happen behind the door. It's like, you're fucking assholes, okay? Like, give us something.
Yeah, because the one thing that we definitely know, there's a lot of great horror movies that actually don't need to show gore, that make it creepy.
Of
I will
course,
say that
do it
Texas
effectively.
Chainsaw Massacre never shows the gore. We all think it does, because that it makes your mind think about the things that are happening to the point where you come up with your own scenarios. That's why that movie is great. And these other movies need to learn that kind of shit. Simple direction. And I can see, I don't know for sure that this movie is releasing on streaming with Peacock. At the same time, it might be.
Oh, wow.
And I can tell you that it feels like it should be on streaming.
Yeah, I don't know. There's no elements in this that make it a big screen experience. I could
Not
sit
at
here in
all.
my freaking underwear and watch it in my house.
Even the opening credits were disappointing when it felt like it was doing Stranger Things.
Yeah.
It even did synthwave,
Yeah.
and it did a video game showing an arcade with this. And I'm like, chew on the nose. Do something very creative here. You have to set your tone, and this doesn't set the tone.
No.
This, if anything, sets a kid-friendly in a tone.
I mean, it
don't know.
does. I mean, like I said, like, you don't have, like you said, Texas Chainsaw Massacre was an effective horror movie because it didn't really need to show everything, and it still scared the crap out of you. This movie, I don't think they were going full on horror. I think they were just going like, kid-like, trauma. You know what I mean?
But it is supposed to be scary.
There's nothing scary.
That's what I'm
about this.
saying.
Like,
I mean,
nothing.
so it's hard to say like it kind of, it has to be going. Like, some of these scenes had to be trying to be scary, and kids did seem like they were like, "Ooh, oh, look in the background, that's scary." And the whole time I was like, "What the fuck are you watching?"
I know. There's nothing. And it's like, things like that you kind of anticipated in this movie because that's all they had, being PG-13. Like, they only had the little creepy walk by, or the eyes glowing in the pitch blackness, Big deal. That's not scary. That's not scary at all. It was boring as hell.
It's one of those moments where a movie's going to make a bunch of money.
It's
And
unfortunate.
you're kind of like, God damn it, so many other movies don't. I don't know.
It upsets me too. It does. Like movies like this, I think it's just because of the freaking name and the property that's, behind it.
Yeah, it's gonna have that
But
push. Yeah, regardless.
I did not enjoy anything about this movie. I really didn't. I actually like Willy's Wonderland better than this.
I didn't like that movie very much either. It's funny in that you're watching Nicolas Cage do a Nicolas Cage thing, and he's just beating up monsters.
Yeah, well, it was more entertaining than this snooze fest that we just sat through. We were literally both falling asleep.
I agree. I felt like that in the other one too. I definitely think that there is elements of both that are interesting, but overall with this one,
I mean, never did Nick Cage put me to sleep. Right now, you're yawning. You can barely even keep your eyes open. That's not a good situation.
yeah,
coming from
it was
this,
a tough. This was a tough one to get through.
Yeah, it was.
I definitely wanted to end. At
I
one point, I
didn't
was like,
like
just
it.
end.
Yeah, I wanted it over. Like
Yeah.
I was like, can I just go home now? I'm freaking tired.
It sucks too. It really does suck because those characters are so interesting. Those animatronic characters.
They
I'm
really
talking
are.
about. The unique idea, it's not unique anymore, unfortunately, and it's not really ever been unique because so many properties have kind of hinted at a crazy, animatronic, and
Yeah.
we've seen that joke throughout history.
Yeah, it's been done a lot.
Yeah, even The Simpsons did it with the with the animatronic presidents and stuff like that. But they do, the characters, something about the look of them, something about the creepiness of them. Now, I wonder how much in the games there's children, because this movie spends more time with ghost children than it does the animatronics. And I wonder I know that's probably definitely a part of the premise, which I didn't know that, really. I didn't know that, but I'm sure it has to be because people would be really pissed.
Yeah.
But I think they spent way too much time with that and not enough time with the animatronics.
That's true. 100%.
Which is a damn shame. That being said, yeah, what do you give this movie?
I mean, I gotta say that I did not enjoy this movie, but there were elements of it that were, decent filmmaking. I did give Willy's Wonderland a 4. I think this is the lower end of a 4. I think it's worse than Willy's Wonderland. I could watch Nicolas Cage, sit on a stool and watch paint dry because I just love everything about him. He makes everything entertaining. And I at least that when you're watching a Nick Cage film, you're going to be entertained, at least. This was boring as hell. I'm going to say it's a low end of a 4.
I was going to give this one a 5 throughout the whole movie. I was like, this is a 5. It kept going lower. And then when I got to the point where the characters started revealing things that were happening, I just was like, fuck, none of this emotion is connecting. None of the plot is making sense. Characters were just jumping through their plots. Mm-hmm. Basically, a character would say something, and then the next scene would just happen.
Yeah.
And it did that so much that it got to the point where I was like, no, this sucks. I don't even think it's mediocre. I think this just is not good. I would hate to say a 4. Because, God, there's the look of the things is great. I would hate to say it, but yeah, I'm going to go with a 4 too, but I'm going to go with a higher 4 than Willy's Wonderland.
Well, I guess we're opposites there.
Yeah,
but
I would have to watch Willy's Wonderland again now after watching this to see.
at least he was
because I
entertaining.
blocked that one out too. I gave that a 4 as well.
He made us laugh with his craziness, and you know what? At least I stayed awake. God damn it! This movie put me almost right out. Like I was just like, I can't handle this. Like it's just. Like, every time Josh Hutcherson was sleeping in the movie, I was like, oh, damn, looks good. I want to sleep.
Not a good thing to do to show your characters going to sleep a lot.
No. And it just seems like he was completely, his character was like, I mean, not his character, I'm sorry, his acting. He was just asleep. It was just not, it was a role anyone could have done. Yeah. Anyone. You could have just picked up some dude off the street and said, hey, man, you want to be in a movie? Done. He probably would have done a better job than this. I mean, there was just nothing entertaining about this.
What a shame. Yeah.
It is. It's unfortunate.
So big old Force. Another video game movie that disappointed us.
Don't rush out to the theater to see this. This is trash.
I'm sure if you're a huge game player, maybe there's stuff in here like teasers or like whatever, Easter eggs.
I'm sure there's a lot of Easter eggs that we didn't see because we'd have never played the game.
People freaked out for a guy playing a waiter, so I'm guessing he's either voice actor or a part of the video games, or maybe he's just a YouTube person, that celebrity that everybody just loved.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It's like the She-Hulk thing with Megan Thee Stallion. I was like, that's a real person? Oh, okay. Everybody likes this. Okay, all right. You never know. You never know.
I got nothing. So,
maybe this will have something for you in that sense. But for me, as a huge movie person who reviews movies on this show, it's just not up to snuff. There's a lot of problems with it.
Yeah, it just wasn't entertaining.
And Jason Blum, man, you're a highlight for me. You're a guy, one of those people that just was producing some really interesting stuff at a point. And I'm really worried about you because this and Exorcist Believer.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell you're doing, Blum.
Yeah, I mean, holy crud. And then the trailer for the new one with the water.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't even want to watch that trailer. It's like a Night Swim.
Night Swim. We saw the trailer for Night Swim. I'm like, oh, damn it.
Yeah, it's like Marco Polo where you're just going, girl, open your fucking eyes.
I know.
If someone doesn't answer you that long, the game can end. It's not like you're going to get hurt.
I know. I hate that trailer. I hate it. And I don't...
It's like, what could this movie be?
Yeah, it's going to be like...
I'm going to see it regardless because also Wyatt Russell's in it. But what can this movie be?
I know, but is Wyatt Russell really going to be in it? Or is it going to be about these annoying teenagers?
Oh, I'm sure.
I just can't.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed with Blum right now. He's on my shit list.
I mean, it is hard to make some horror movies, but we're going to hit that slump because we've been at high with horror movies for a very long time. So we're going to start hitting slumps.
And I think we're on that. Let me just remind you, $400 million to obtain the rights to The Exorcist.
Oh, yeah. They got to make their money back. And I guess this movie might actually kick them up a little bit, but...
Okay.
I have a feeling. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for listening, everybody. I'm going to go to sleep.
I look forward to seeing you next time.